Last night, Jimmy Kimmel had Texas Tech professor Katherine Heyo on the show. Jimmy Kimmel tweeted, "Dr. Katherine Heyo teaches us how to talk to someone who doesn't believe in climate change." I think everyone agrees that New York and Chicago are no longer buried under a mile of ice like they were 20,000 years ago. I think everyone also agrees that we're no longer experiencing a dust bowl like the 1930s. I've never met anyone who doesn't believe that the climate changes. So I tweeted this back to Jimmy Kimmel. "Now that you know how to talk to me, why don't you have me on the show and try it out?" Katherine Heyo taught him how to talk to climate skeptics, so he should be eager to try his new skills out. But of course he won't do that because there's blanket censorship against anyone who tells the truth about climate. The reality is that Katherine Heyo is unable to debate climate skeptics because her ideas don't hold any water. She's selling snake oil. She blocked me and all of my followers years ago, even though most of them never interacted with her. She has no idea how to communicate with climate realists and can only operate in an information vacuum. Katherine Heyo used to debate me on my blog and on Twitter, but she wasn't doing very well, so she simply blocked me and shut me out. A few years ago, I attended a movie premiere in Washington, D.C., which Katherine Heyo and Michael Mann also attended. The movie was Merchants of Doubt, which was a hit piece on climate skeptics. After the movie, there was a question and answer session featuring her and Michael Mann. It wasn't a reasonable forum for debate because I knew I was only going to be able to ask one question. So I asked her and Michael Mann a question and listened to their response quietly and politely. After Katherine Heyo blocked me on Twitter, this was her excuse. Her justification for blocking me was the question I asked her at that Washington movie premiere. She said, "The one time he was face to face with you and I, smiled and nodded and acted like the sweetest little ba-ba lamb in the world." So she blocked me for being polite. Now that Jimmy Kimmel is an expert on how to talk to climate skeptics, maybe he'll have me on the show, if he's not afraid that I'll be too polite. Toto understands that this isn't going to happen. Anyone who tells the truth about climate is blanket censored across the mainstream media. They're propping up an unsupportable position which doesn't stand up to debate. If they gave me a foot in the door, their house of cards would collapse very rapidly. I don't think Katherine Heyo would do very well in debate against Toto either, because Toto is also very sweet. You can visit Toto, Kyrie, and Caesar on the web at realclimatescience.com.